Hi everyone, it's Ley. This is going to be a bit of a different video, and this might even be a series of videos just like this, depending on how everyone feels about them, because right now you're talking to scripted voiceover Ley, but in a few moments you'll be hearing from unfiltered, unscripted Ley. What I'm doing right now in this video that you're watching is unboxing a very special package from a very sweet subscriber named Kim. She's also from Atlantic, Canada, and was kind enough to send me some handmade dot cards with different paints I don't currently have in my collection. She also sent me some beautiful swatches of different palettes that are in her collection, as well as some cute washi tapes, a polychromos colored pencil for me to try them out, a Sakura jelly roll in white, some really pretty papers, and some erasers. Kim, thank you so much for everything. You are so incredibly generous, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to be swatching the first of the handmade dot cards that she created just of Daniel Smith paints, and although she did write them all down on a piece of paper for me, I don't currently know what they are, so I figured what I could do is just swatch them with no idea what they could possibly be. So what you're going to get are just my pure, raw reactions to the paints. Okay, so let's get into the swatches. I'm not, normally what I do is I do the voiceover and then I just kind of cut out all the background noise as best I can, but in this case I don't really have that ability, so we are just gonna hope that the the traffic in rural Nova Scotia is not too terrible. So I did pre-wet these with a couple drops of water, just to try to get some, get them ready so I'm not playing with them a whole bunch like I am right now, which is great. So I do know that one of these Daniel Smith paints she sent me is sap green, but I don't know which one. I kind of am guessing it's probably the first one that I'm trying right here, so let's see what happens. Also, because of my mic, this is a super awkward angle. Yeah, this is gotta be sap green. This is very pretty. I should have dampened my brush more though, that would have made life easier. It's cool guys, I'm professional, I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. This has got to be sap green and it is so pretty. It's got more depth and nuance to it than the M gram version, which I really am liking. I'm gonna feel really stupid if this isn't sap green. It does look like it has some granulation. Is sap green, does it normally have granulation? I don't know, guys. Let's move on to the next color. Man, my first swatch, I already messed it up for the next swatch, so... But the next swatch is also a greeny color is what it looks like. Watch this one be sap green, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I should also mention, I don't know what Kim has in her collection, I just know she has a lot of paints, so I guess it will all be a mystery. I mean, it is a mystery, obviously, because I have no idea what these paints are. But it's even more of a mystery because I don't even have a vague concept of what she actually has, so... Oh, maybe this is sap green? This is so pretty also. This is much more similar to the M gram sap green in that it's very mossy. It's a very mossy green. It gets so deep in the mass tone. I'm not doing it really justice here with this swatch, but I wonder if this is a Primatech color? It's just got so much granulation. It's so pretty. So now this last one is very olive green. Oh, could this be a green gold maybe? Man, anyone who's really good with watercolors is probably just laughing right now, but Yeah, this looks like a green gold type of a color. Yeah, that's also very pretty. I don't know if it's one of those, I mean, as bright as it is, and it does have a lot of depth to it, though I'm not doing the mass tone justice, and I'm really trying. But yeah, it has a lot of depth to it. Even so, but I'm still not sure if it's a color I would use regularly, but it's still really nice to swatch, whatever it is. The next row are much cooler tones, so I'm excited for those. Well, my brush is definitely stained kind of greenish, not sure if you can see that. So this next one I'm going to be more delicate with because it's not quite dried in there. Which is the beautiful thing about Daniel Smith, is that they dry so nicely in the pan for like popping them out and everything, but holy crow, this one is a little delicate. That's pretty. Again, I have no idea what this could be. Maybe a Viridian? Yeah, it doesn't, oh my gosh. Adder. Okay. I think that's a cat hair. This one doesn't get as deep, but it's such a pretty color. Okay. Next turquoisey color. This one is definitely bluer than the last one, based on the dried version. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually printed this sheet, and this middle box here is not centered properly, which is really weird because it's the one that I used to center all the other ones, so yeah. Which I guess technically means that all the other ones are not centered properly. Oh, this is really pretty. I have no idea what this would be, but it has some nice granulation. Or so it appears anyway. I guess I won't really know until it's dried, but again, not super deep in the mass tone, but it's really pretty, like a mossy turquoise. Is that even a color? And this next one looks like it'll definitely be deeper in the mass tone. And based on the dried swatch, I would guess maybe it's a phthalo turquoise. Oh dang, that's so velvety. Yeah, I would guess this has maybe is a phthalo turquoise. Very smooth, there's definitely no granulation. Very deep in the mass tone, but again, I am having issues today getting them as deep as I want them to be, but oh, there we go, that's a bit better. I have no idea what this could be. I mean, it looks like sort of a yellow ochre type of color. I don't really have a yellow ochre, so I don't have much to like compare it to, but it looks like it has some granulation. Okay, next is white yellowy orange. I think yellows are probably the colors that I have the least of in my collection, which is a really weird thing because they're so important, but oh, this is so pretty. I have no idea what this is, but it's pretty, and I did a terrible job swatching it because it was a lot softer than I expected. Yeah, let's just get it a little more gradienty here. It's definitely a very opaque color, but it's very pretty. Maybe like a Hansa yellow of some sort. And this last one. Oh, maybe the last one is New Gamboge? I don't have New Gamboge. I know it's sort of similar to like a Hansa yellow deep, but it's like, I think, more muted than that. very similar to the last one. I think it's slightly more cool toned than the last color. It's really hard to tell. I know you guys probably can't tell because it is quite wet, these swatches. But of course, like always, I will have dried swatches up here, so future lay will know the difference. It definitely, yeah, it looks like a cooler tone. They're definitely different based on the dry versions. This one looks slightly more orange and this one looks more yellow, especially on the screen. Yeah, very, very similar colors though, whatever the heck they are. And this last one, actually, I thought it would be very, very opaque, but it's actually dried a lot more transparent as it's working on it. I mean, it's not quite there yet, but we'll see when they dry. So that was my experience swatching the first of the dot cards that Kim sent me. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down below in the comments. Oh, and if you're new, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I would like to do more of these dot card swatches in this same sort of style, but if you'd rather I do it my usual way, where I just do a voiceover and I talk about the paints, which I guess is probably more informative, but is it more fun? Let me know down below in the comments. Once again, to Kim, thank you so, so much for sharing these paints with me. You are so generous, as I already said, and this has been a lot of fun so far. Thank you to everyone else for watching. Bye!